an uneasy calm that is prevailing after violence hit the state of Manipur. Security, visual and aerial surveillance has been increased across the state. Thousands have either fled or have to be evacuated. The death toll at the moment is standing at 54. Now, all this after the aftermath of the violence that unfurled last week. India Today is the only channel on the ground telling you what exactly is taking place in Manipur. Take a look at this report.
Arson, vandalism, street clashes, even homes and schools set ablaze, vehicles torched in orgy of violence, and many lives lost to cycle of bloodletting. An uneasy calm prevails in violence-hit Manipur. From Churachandpur to Imphal, a wave of arson and vandalism unfolded in the hills following a tribal solidarity march on May 3rd. The march by All Tribal Students Union of Manipur was against a High Court order to give scheduled tribe status to the majority Mithai community.
Since your childhood, have you ever seen something like this in your past?
No, this is the first. There is no guarantee that such things will never repeat in Manipur again. This state is like, I don't know what to say.
I am at Kangwai village, which is the border area between the Vishnupur district and the Churachandpur. So beyond this, we have tried our best to enter there. You can see the situation is very, very tense. No one else is there. And these are the villages, these are the houses which has been burned down.
The state has been under clampdown and thousands of locals evacuated to safety of neighbouring states, with the help from Indian Army and Assam Rifles personnel.
We face a lot of problems like shortage of water. There's no bed for the babies and mothers and the old and weak. And we had to survive with all this during these 3-4 days. We had to defend ourselves before the army came and took over.
We have sent 22 buses and few buses have reached Imphal. So we have requested our Assam Rifle group to give security. So they will be back by tonight or tomorrow.
On the ground, Army and Assam Rifles are working to ensure peace.
In Imphal, in Manipur, and the evacuation by the Indian Armed Forces are going on. The Indian Army right now is evacuating these set of people who have been stranded here for the past few days. The situation remains tense in Manipur, entire state, and especially when we talk about the Imphal region and the region surrounding Imphal, the tensions are still high.
Aerial surveillance using cheetah helicopters is on. Extra vigil continues to thwart any attempts by insurgent groups staying in camps across Myanmar border. State police and the paramilitary have been given strict instructions to take action against those who create disturbances. Manipur Governor Anusuya Ukai appealed for peace.
इन घटनाओं से प्रदेश के नागरिकों में असुरक्षा, अविश्वास और भय का वातावरण भी निर्मित हो रहा है। मैं आप सभी से अपील करती हूं कि मणिपुर प्रदेश की उत्कृष्ट भाईचारे, आपकी सहयोग करने की संस्कृति के अनुसार आप सभी भाईचारा बनाए रखें।
Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh held an emergency all-party meet to quell violence. The meeting resolved to form a peace committee in every assembly constituency. Meanwhile, politics continues to erupt over the issue. Opposition attacked the Biren Singh government and accused BJP of creating fissures among communities.
हमारे देश में मणिपुर में चर्चों को जला दिया जा रहा है। सिविल वार हो रही है मणिपुर में। क्यों हो रही है? क्योंकि बीजेपी ने डिवाइड एंड रूल की पॉलिसी मणिपुर में की।
Rubbishing charges, the BJP has assured that the government of India and state are taking all necessary actions.
जो संभव कदम उठाना चाहिए भारत सरकार के तरफ से उठाया जा रहा है और बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट घटना है। हम सब एक ही देश के हैं, मणिपुर के तो चाहे मैते हो चाहे कुकी हो, एक ही राज्य के तो हैं, मिलजुल करके रहना चाहिए।
How long before better sense prevails among warring sides in Manipur? With Akshay Dongre and Afrida from Imphal, Bureau Report, India Today.
My colleague Akshay Dongre is the only reporter on ground zero in Manipur. Take a look at his report.
We are right now in Imphal, the capital of Manipur, and the violence that took place 3 days back and the violence that has been going on for the past 3 to 4 days. Now the proof of those violence, the evidence of that violence has started to emerge, that you can see now. These cars have been burned by miscreants, by vandalizers who are here. And now, to safeguard properties, to safeguard lives, people have started to use unique identification marks on their homes, on their properties, and especially by identifying with the majority communities. This is happening everywhere, wherever there is a majority community. They are trying to identify themselves with the majority so that their properties are not harmed, because the rioters are not discriminating once they start with the violence. For example, this shop here has not been vandalized because it seems that there have been some identification marks with a particular community that have been pasted here. But when we go to the shops and the properties of people who have not identified themselves, there is arson happening. So this is the situation here in Manipur. Army, other paramilitary forces as well as the Central Armed Police Forces have been deployed, but the big question is whether this will be enough to build confidence among the communities, and whether the political leaders need to actually make some other steps as well, as far as joining, or rather fulfilling the rift that has emerged between different communities in Manipur. And the big question is that whether the political parties and the political leaders will be successful in doing so. Akshay Dongre in Imphal for India Today.